Hi, good morning. Nathan Goodrich, Operations Section Chief with Northwest Team 3 with your Labor Mountain morning update. So overnight, we did not see a whole lot of fire growth on Labor Mountain, a little bit in some of these higher elevation basins, and then most of it was down here in the Stafford and starting to be into the Miller Creek drainage as the fire just continues to back down the ridge there. So not a whole lot of growth though. Resources in Division Charlie continue to work along that Teanaway drainage and continue with their preparation of the road for potential burning in the future if that needs to happen. Structure protection, they're doing some snagging, taking care of the dead trees along the road and getting all that cleaned up. So this is looking really good over here as a kind of a backup line or a contingency line. Crews are also working in Beverly Creek on this 112 road, getting that all prepped and ready to go. As we move a little bit closer out of Charlie, or the fire's edge of Charlie, they're working in this 112 in stand-up, and so they're mopping that up, and so that's where we burned several days ago and got that secured. As we move down into Foxtrot, again, hold and mop up their burnout along this road here to these check lines that they've put in. And so that's looking good, and the crews are working hard in there. This fire is starting to kind of close together, as you can see, as it comes down a little bit closer to down to Miller Creek and where the confluence of Bear Creek comes in. And so their plan is to continue to put these little check lines in and just kind of keep up with this fire's edge as it starts backing down in towards Miller. Hasn't been moving a whole lot, but it's starting to kind of close in and find some fuel and just slowly back down towards the drainage bottom. So the crews will be working along this, the end of the road and along the trail up to DP 148, and then they're working up this ridge here up to about right here. Probably is about all we're going to be able to get some hand line in on and prep that out a little bit. Then we'll end up supporting the rest of this with some aviation resources as the fire starts to progress. So over the coming days, as long as fire dictates, we're going to continue to move this fire's edge along here and just kind of stay up with it. And then we're going to start working on some other operations to take care of this drainage here, the Miller drainage, and utilize this containment feature here on the ridge for any further movement to the east. Division Gulf is primarily unstaffed. Just a division supervisor up there, but this is still remaining. The very top end of NTN Creek is about 10 acres, 12 acres, something like that, and it's not being very active, but it is kind of sitting in the top of this little cirque basin here and kind of burning in the available fuels there. So we look out a little bit further around. There's some private land and Old Blewett Pass off to the east there. Looking at this Jack Creek option potentially for coming up with some other potential lines here that we cut up here towards Miller again. Those are not really looking super favorable, but we're looking out there for some other potential opportunities. Overall, the crews are doing well in both divisions, and the fire's been behaving itself pretty good. Started out this morning with a little bit different weather here in camp and Plain, and so we expect the fire maybe to increase in behavior a little bit earlier today. We had a little bit lower RHs and not as much dew on the tents here this morning, so expect the fire to maybe increase in behavior a little bit earlier today. But we'll be watching that as with infrared as well as aviation resources. So overall, things are looking pretty good on labor, and the crews are working hard out there. So that's your morning update. Thank you.